just, hold on to their faith here and there. Imagine this is a village, a very dry village. They don't have means of, it's a little bit far from the road. Talk less of, there's no tap at the road side. So you can see it will be very challenging. One cannot die of thirst while there's a well. So obviously, most of them, that's where they were maybe wanting to other religions instead of staying in their faith. They were dying of thirst. So obviously, they will have to deny their faith just to have water to drink and to live a normal life like any other out there. So this is not a time for pointing fingers, but a time of thinking through this and helping these villagers to have water. Yes, Google will help. Really.
Okay, that's good. We want to talk to life experience by one of us that know, like, we are going to the mission field, like the place is very far, but it's very thirsty. I want to explain some experience that was you able to encourage people and see how possible that we can solve it out. Because we walk from distance to another distance, there's no water. It's very thirsty where it's like roughly. You can see us, he may talk through experience. Mm-hmm.
I'm tasty.
And it be your first time experiencing this?
Yeah, it's my first time, and the water I'm saying, I'm not used to it. I can't drink it because of the place I'm from.
So today you are experiencing what they've been experiencing like years.
Yeah.
So
no cold water, no electricity. It's not easy.
So with what you have, thank God for that, and help another person be in a safe side, and that will help us all grow in the Lord and strengthen our faith.
Right. This is what we need in the whole world to help people to affect their generations. Okay, to the general body of Evangelism Impartation International, what will you say to the whole world?
We're saying we are moving and nothing is stopping our movement. Wherever we go, we are going with the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. And we're not only going with the gospel, wherever we go, no matter how little it is. It's really important to also put smiles on people's face. And also care that in any way you can. Being love, being any other thing that you have that can, be of help to them and their families. Maybe I'll leave to something.
What about you talk about the aspect of their dressing code? Sometimes you go to some villages, it's very hard or difficult for them to have proper dress code. And sometimes the way they move, the way they feed, and such forward things. So what do you have to tell to the people, to the general world? How can they help about it?
I believe that case is because the finance is lacking and they don't have the background that they are from. It's not a strong background. So it will be very difficult with a parent that is dependent on farming and also on certain things like this. And Kasu is seasonal. All of us know Kasu is seasonal. Farming too is seasonal. So what they get from farming and also their Kasu, maybe they spend it on their feeding, buying rice, are also looking for means to get correct water to solve their problem. So also with that amount of money that they get, the little amount of money they get, they are also using it to buy clothes for their kids, and they are using it also to help others that are in need. So that will be very difficult for them. So that is why to see people like this to dress well and to have a good and a correct life, it will be very difficult unless people like you out there will take it as a challenge and say we are ready to help these people, and they will do with the little thing that we have, we will support them. So you see us right here with all our friends that are not here, we are talking about it because we feel the pain inside of us, and then we feel it like it's not normal for us to be dressing well or for us to look good, whereas our friends out there are suffering. For us to hear the good news of Christ, as others out there are suffering, they don't hear it. It's a sin to us. We see it as a sin, and we are cheating them. So that is why we know that this evangelical impactation is sponsored by God, ordained by God, and chosen by God. So we are not going on our own. So anything that God sponsors will live long and will last long and will go eternity. So that's it. If our time is collapsed, others will take off from where we stop. So that's our job.
Yeah, and also I would also add all the charity organizations. We plead to you all, help us support them. Because we, the Evangelism Impartation, we are also ready not only to preach and share the word, but also help the poor. So we are now pleading with all the charity organizations. Please reach out to us to help the needy. Thank you.
Okay. What about like
Another
if
thing that will help also, you choose what you eat because you see different varieties of food. Here they don't have that opportunity. They eat what they have and what they see. So another thing is there is no balanced diet, and that also is not a spiritual sickness, but it's a physical sickness too. So these are all things it needs help. It's not you're helping them grow. Anything that you may be able to help with, being it clothes, being it shoes, being it food stuff, the preserved canned food stuffs and all that, anything that you can help them with, please do that and reach out to them.
okay, from experience in our journey to travel to this place, Farafenye, what are the experience and the challenges about the transportation issue? Because I can vividly remember that we travel on Thursday at night, but we have some challenges. What are the challenges that we pass through there?
Okay, I would say I don't want to even think about that one because it made us sleep outside, like on a main road like that till the next morning. Under the cold, the dew on us, and it was horrible. Honestly, we were going to Farafenye on our road going to Farafenye. That's when the car we got a car put down, and we tried all we could, and we've already gone far. And to have someone from the combos bringing us down, to where we are, some parts that we need to help the car move and all that, it was not available. And at the end of the day, we end up waiting till the next morning. That's when we got those parts and then tried to fix it up and then reach to where we were going. So that's because the car that we were using was not good enough. So if at all we'll have like a means of transportation, that will really help out because it will help us reach the place where we want to reach safely and earlier and less of cost, and what we will be contributing all the time to use as transportation can help maybe buy a bag of rice or maybe foodstuff or what we can also add to what we are taking to that village also. And so that we will not go empty-handed all the time, but we'll go with something small to help them.
And it's painful that remember when we are coming home, we left there after 12. Well, imagine we reach home after 12 at night. 12 in the afternoon.
No, we reached
We-
4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m. in the morning.
We had 3 breakdowns.
See?
The first was
So it's so
the
painful.
tank of the fuel. The second
The belt.
was the belt.
And the
And
third,
the
the battery.
third, the battery. The fourth, the tire.
Yes.
It was with 4 breakdowns that we had coming through.
So it was
So
so
it's
challenging.
terrible.
Yeah.
We need transportation.
Yeah, okay. The very day that I can remember it was on Thursday. The time you have the breakdown, what are the things that you get as feeding at that point in time?
We ate
Oh,
gari.
no, they're
And
inside
bread.
bottles. We don't even have bowls. We use water bottles. We put in gari and sugar and to allow it to get soaked, and that's how we drink like that. So to say we are not picky when it comes to food because we know we are missionaries and whatsoever we have, that's what we feed until we are back on our own comfort zone. But always like the experience is always horrible. And
We ate the hard. I remember on our way coming back, I ate the hard. None of them wanted to eat it because of the way I prepared it. After eating the hard, oh my God, I had diarrhea. When the car broke down, that was the time I had the opportunity to enter the bush and bring it out.
so
It's just terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now Will,
She's very thirsty.
she's very thirsty and she's tired. So we want to rush home to help her get water, drink and relax before in the evening, because evening service is not going to be easy because God is going to reign.
Amen.
Thank you. We